Hey there, Dungeon Masters, fantasy writers, world builders alike. Have you ever crafted a world so immersive, so alive, that you cannot wait to tell someone about it? That you just want to dump all of these juicy details of how this piece fits with that piece and this particular place or theme or aspect of the campaign or the world that you've built is just, it hit just right and you're so excited, but then it lands and you've got nobody to tell about it because maybe everyone else who might be interested is a player at your table if it's Dungeons and Dragons related, and you just can't give them all the secrets, or maybe they've moved past a certain area or a place and you just wish that you could tell them what they've missed. I'm here in this video to ask you about those juicy details. This video is going to be 10 different thought-provoking questions for all of us as writers and people who have put things like this together to come and just dump those ideas out. There's a secondary purpose too. Maybe you haven't written out this story yet, and these 10 questions can actually be a really helpful framework for you to pause and write out answers to them to kind of develop these ideas if you're just getting started. So whether you need to create this world and answer all these questions, or you have it all situated and you just want to share it and put it out there, that's what this is for. You're in the right place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask these 10 questions, and what I would love to happen is to have you all comment out answers to these questions. Just talk about these things, share them in a place where other dungeon masters and writers and people can go and read and respond, and we can interact with one another and enjoy these stories and appreciate these details that maybe the players won't or other people won't necessarily get to see. This place, it's just for us. That's what this is for. So I'm going to dive right into it and ask these questions. First up, question number 1. What will inspire or has inspired the central theme or concept of your world in this campaign, in this story? It can be built around this grand idea, like the struggle between order and chaos, or maybe some wild experiment that you're going for where gravity flows off in random directions at different times. Whatever it is, whatever kicked off your idea for this, what is it? Question number 2. How will your players fit into this masterpiece? Or how will your characters of this story fit in? How are you going to weave in their backstories into this larger narrative? So share some ways that you're bleeding into that overlap. There could be things like secret family legacies, prophecies, rivalries that they've got going on. How do they interact with this grand story? Question number 3. I want to talk places. What standout locations exist in your world? Things like haunted forests, singing trees, some floating city powered by ancient magic, or maybe just a humble village, but there's something sinister and secret going on. Give us a tour. Tell us about some of those places that you're just so excited for the characters to get involved with. Question 4. Every great world has its share of intrigue. What political or social structures might define your world? Some high-up council, maybe of dragons that run the show behind the scenes, or maybe some type of rebellion is going to shake things up. How are there going to be dynamics in the world that create tension and have some opportunity for adventure? Now, question 5. What unique creatures or items or magic systems have you designed or will you design? There's a chance to showcase some custom monsters that exist or some type of artifact that has shaped this whole story that is going to turn the tide of time and history. So share those creations with us here. Question number 6, think about NPCs, these different characters with a lot of personality. You probably have one that you're secretly wanting to write this whole novel about and just revolve around this one really awesome character. So who's going to be really memorable? Who have you really developed that has such an integral part in your world that you just love? Question 7, want to flex some of those storytelling muscles. How are you going to design encounters or the challenges that are going to reward your character's creativity? Whether it be puzzles with multiple solutions, different scenarios that encourage some out-of-the-box thinking. What have you thrown out there as these hurdles the characters have to jump through? Question 8. You've got to have some secrets, right? What mysteries are hidden and wrapped into your world for your players to unravel? Is there some lost civilization or some forbidden prophecy? Something that is like not supposed to happen that the characters will find out? Anything in your hidden agenda that is going to keep your players and your characters guessing about the story in front of them? Almost done. Question 9, I want to talk about immersion. I want to know how the environment has something to do with your storytelling and ways that you're going to try to bring this world to life. Are there clues hidden in ruins, things from history and time past that has left a remnant in your story? Is weather or soundscapes going to set some form of tone? How are you going to make the players and characters feel like they're in this immersive world? And then lastly, 10, final question here. What is a moment that you hope for in this campaign, or one that has happened that you're just so excited to see unfold? Maybe it's some plot twist that you know is going to floor your players, some moment of emotional payoff that's going to bring some tears and relief maybe. Whatever it is, I want to hear about that. What is your just chef's kiss pride moment about this campaign and this story? So there you have it, just 10 questions to help you share your incredible world with this community. Now it is your turn. Type up your answers to those, drop those answers in the comments, or make a response video and tag me in that as you walk through each of those questions. I want us to collaborate on this, celebrate each other's creativity and the hard work that these storytellers and dungeon masters have been doing, and interact with it. Leave comments, then we can read those over time and use those to inspire more and more stories to come. So hopefully see you in the comments there. Would love to hear what you've been creating.